So, now what do we do?
Just as planned. We're heading to Glaven Basin.
Since it's the place where we first met Heldolf.
Glaven Basin, huh? Here we go!
You said you'd fill in for Dezel, right?
A man never goes back on his word. Well, unless it's with the ladies.
But can you really do it?
Oh ho ho! You doubt me, huh? Come on, you've seen what I can do.
Yeah, but only because you practically forced it on us.
I said I was sorry. Jeez.
We get how strong you are, but what about the spiritual power of wind? You don't have to go back and get it?
Not to worry. The shepherd takes those spiritual powers into his being. So there's nothing to worry about. Especially not with an able and handsome wind seraph like me.
All right then.
I won't let you down.
I'll see to it you don't.
I'm a little surprised. You're quite knowledgeable about spiritual powers and shepherds.
Well, I am a well-experienced grown-ass man after all. You know you can always count on me.
Somehow I'm not so sure that I can.
I know this is real sudden, but there's something I want to ask y'all so I can fit in a little better. Tell me your weaknesses.
Why would we tell you something like that?
Hey now, that's cold, Mick boy. I'll tell you mine to make it fair. On days when the temperature is low, I get cold.
Yeah, because you don't wear any clothes.
Oh, I see how it is. You want something juicier? Let me tell you something. If a girl starts crying, there's nothing I won't do for her.
Didn't need to know that, thanks.
You guys are tough customers. All right, try this one on for size. I'm strong against earth, but weak against fire.
We knew that.
That's no good either. Well, then here's a juicy tidbit that'll rock your world. As far as I can tell, from the waist up, Lailah is...
This isn't even about weaknesses anymore. Looks like you're fitting in just fine, I'd say.
Hey, Zaveid. I want to ask you about something you mentioned.
Is this your response to my love confession?
Don't try and weasel your way out of this. You said there was something you had to settle with my brother.
That's all there is to it, really. There's just something between us we need to settle.
And that something is?
I told him, please let me marry your little sister, and he punched me.
Don't lie.
Oh, come on, he'd totally do something like that.
Fine. Don't tell me then.
No wonder he's worried about her all the time.
So what's this really about? Did Edna's brother ask a favor from you or something like that?
Who wants to know?
Does it have something to do with the oath?
Nah, it's not that big of a deal. But even so, a promise between men is just as sacred. It all might be too much for mere humans to bear.
I shouldn't have taken them along. Oh, it's so useless to say that now.
They could have stayed home in their rooms if they didn't want to deal with it. They went out of their own accord.
Yeah, and I don't think either of them expect or want anyone to take responsibility for their being dragged into this.
Both of them seem so used to living with the Seraphim. Wonder if they were always like this.
Sorey and I were raised together ever since we were just babies.
There was a time when you were a baby?
That's rude.
My bad, my bad. I'm sure you were a sweet, well-behaved little guy back in your day.
Too bad I'm not like that anymore, huh? You know, there's something I've been wondering.
Yeah, what?
You're an Earth Seraph, right? So why do you use an umbrella for a weapon? Isn't that more like a water element?
I guess I can tell you. Ready to have your mind blown? I'm using it precisely because I'm an Earth Seraph.
Huh?
You know about the dominant relationships among the elements. Earth, water, fire, and wind, right? Earth is stronger than water. Meaning that especially when using seraphic arts, you can increase your mana output by using the subordinate element as a catalyst.
What?
Just to let you know, Lailah has been using wind-imbued paper, and Dezel's pendulum has been using earth and minerals as their catalysts. The staff that you've been using is fundamentally an earth element. You'd have to be a complete idiot for using something like that as a water seraph. Is what I'd like to say, but I'll hold back.
But you did just say it!
Well, if you've been using it as a way to train yourself, or a way to incorporate physical attacks on top of seraphic arts, then you're not doing it completely wrong, at least. The longer you live, the easier it is for you to choose to do what takes the least amount of effort. But if you really aren't satisfied and want to grow stronger, then you're just going to have to do things the hard way if you want to go beyond whatever ability you were born with.
Huh.
Anyways, you've been using your staff without knowing what it's for. Good job, dummy.
Ugh.
That's a whole bunch of Norman we found.
Yes, an abnormal amount.
But I gotta say, their abilities really are helpful. Why does everyone leave them alone?
Yeah, you'd think there would be droves of Seraphim asking for their help.
Long ago, there was in fact an enormous demand for them. They were booked up for months at a time. So why are they just wandering around now?
One day their leader-ish person rose up against the extreme work conditions, demanding autonomy for Norman Seraphim, plus a significant raise in wages. He called on the other Norman to join the fight for independence.
A Norman revolt? Were there many casualties?
None. The only one pushing for independence was the leader-ish fellow. The others were simply like,
We don't mind helping, but it'd be real sweet if we could get maybe a 300-year break between crunch time.
And that was more or less that.
So easy going. But that's Norman for you.
And what happened to the leader?
Well, that's a whole nother...
After a protracted battle with another Seraph, he lost and was never seen again. Or so the story goes.
Huh. So Norman have their own history too.
Lailah, I get. But you sure know a lot about Norman, Edna. You really must like them a whole...
I just hear rumors, that's all.
Why do you kill the Hellions?
Well, hell's bells. Not one to mince words now, are you?
It's not the sort of thing you need to beat around the bush about.
Fair enough. Plain and simple, it's just my style.
You mean killing?
If I gotta.
There are some out there who can't be purified.
Yeah. There are Hellions who can't go back to their original form.
But even so, Sorey promised he'd find a way to bring them back. With Edna.
How shepherdly of him. Well, if he can't find a way, then he needs to take responsibility. As long as he does that, it's fine.
Taking responsibility.
To kill, you mean?
No, not exactly. Meaning he needs to find his own answer. That was pretty wise of me, right? They love me not. They love me, they love me not. They love me.
What is it you're trying to find out?
You know how I joined halfway, and after I did a bunch of not-so-nice stuff to you guys? I kinda wonder if everyone hates me.
Well, what did you find out?
Well, it looks like... Yeah, everyone pretty much hates me.
Oh, come now. Sorey and the others aren't like that.
Yeah, he is the shepherd and all, not to mention kind of a goody two-shoes. So maybe it's kind of meaningful that a guy like me tags along, even if I'm not exactly welcomed.
Then I'll do a little reading myself to see if you're truly welcome among us.
A paper flower? That means there's only one petal.
Zaveid is our... friend, it says.
It's just some dumb fortune.
Maybe, but my fortunes are never wrong.
Hey, Mr. Shepherd, where's Lailah and the others?
They went to the sauna to relax.
Oh, snap! Sorey, let's set up the sauna!
Maybe later.
Come on, don't be such a buzzkill! We men need to be open and comfortable about things like this. You know, a naked relationship.
Well, you are always half naked, Zaveid.
I may look like an exhibitionist when it comes to my body, but the door to my heart is always closed. That's why I wanted to take this time to bond with you. You know, as an accomplice.
Don't tell me you're going to read the wind to snoop around the girls' sauna.
Oh, you're pretty sharp after all, you no-good shepherd, you.
I don't think this is a good idea. Someone's definitely going to notice.
I don't want to grow up to be the kind of guy who views everything as a win-or-lose situation. The trickling sweat, the flushed red cheeks. There is a healthy, sublime beauty in this closed space we call a sauna. Sorey, let's go hunting for babes.
That sure was therapeutic. Why don't you guys step in as well?
You mean like this?
That's not the kind of babe hunting I'm talking about!
Huh?
Now what do we do? It looks like Heldolf wasn't in Glavend.
Indeed. Were he near us, we'd surely have felt the strength of his domain.
I guess we'll have to search somewhere else.
But we'll need at least some clue as to where he is.
Agreed. I hate wasting my time.
Hiding such a large amount of malevolence shouldn't exactly be an easy task.
Malevolence, huh? I remember feeling an unusually strong level of malevolence before.
When was that?
Right after we fought earlier. It was when we were heading back to Pendrago from the Guinevere Shrine.
So, maybe southwest of Pendrago?
Alright, let's check it out.
You guys really gonna go on such a shot in the dark?
Sounds like it's worth a look.
We've got nothing to lose.
If this ends up being a waste of time, I swear I'll stab you.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
This domain, it's so strong.
Heldolf is here. There's no mistaking it.
The final showdown, huh?
Guess we should do this.
You feel me? Big rainbows. You feel me?
Eat this!
You ready? You mad? Don't lie to me, man. You ready? You mad? Don't lie to me, man. I'm a little tied up.
It's time! Howling Blaze! Full Tempest! Sweet dreams. Dark Star! Fuck my dreams! Not yet! Caught my cow! Caught my cow!
Hello, little help?
Yeah, we
Well,
did it!
that's
Done
that.
it! All together now. 1, 2.
So we're going
yeah!
now? Wait,
Oh,
what's
come
our
on,
cue?
guys.
You ready, Sorey?
Ready for dirty dancing? Ready
Shadowbang! Ready to kill!
You may feel it.
really need to do this?
You were quite strong, but we're no pushovers either.
It seems there's a treasure chest near us.
I'll protect you, Rose.
He rolls everything! How like that? I can nail you! How like that? Heal barrier!
You were quite strong, but we're no pushovers either.
I'll protect you, Rose. Let your guard
Purification complete!
Wait, that's...
I'll protect you, Rose.
Shudder and fall to the earth!
Shutterbang! Down it!
Just for you.
Earthborn! Blaze breath!
Quiver!
Sweep against fire! Superburst!
This is for you.
Kick barrier! Don't let up! Absolute!
The ruins are calling me.
I'll protect you, Rose.
Words will make you vulnerable!
Can you dig it?
Shadow Shocker!
This is for you, Rose. Let's go, buddy.
Shadow shot!
How like that? Keep barrier!
Rose.
Take this!
Here I go.
Why not elemental attack?
Time to get fucked up.
I got you! Tiger Blade!
I'm a little tied up.
I was clearly the star of that battle.
It's easiest to notice the dimmer stars when they shine, they say. Guess we should do this.